The Kelty Redwing 44 is able to carry all of your gear for long day hikes, overnight travel, or day-to-day use if you're looking for a larger capacity pack but you don't want to go into a full-fledged multi-day pack. It's got convenient pockets for all your gear, a large U-shaped zipper access into the main compartment, small side pockets, spot for your water bottle, and lots of organization for your smaller items on the front. The rigid back panel and padding on the shoulder straps gives support, but the mesh gives a lot of ventilation. You can even remove the hip belt when you're not using it. I can see using this pack as a carry-on or an overnight backpack for lighter loads. I see this as being a mid-sized pack. It falls somewhere in between a smaller day pack and a full-fledged multi-day pack, but that means that you can get a lot of different uses out of it. If you're packing lightweight, you could probably take this on an overnight or weekend backpacking, but you can also really cinch down the compression straps and make it a much smaller pack for those day hikes. For travel, I can see this being great. It would fit into an overhead bin and you can really pack it out. I even know someone who uses it as a diaper bag day to day, and it's the perfect size for that. So digging into all the pockets, I want to start at the top here. You have a pretty shallow pocket up here that you can store some smaller shallow items. So we've got that one up there. It's even got a key clip on the inside so you can access your keys so they don't get lost in the rest of the pack. Feature that I really love about this is you have a large U-shaped zipper into the main compartment. So it starts here, runs all the way around the pack and over to the other side. Because you have these compression straps on top, you can actually open it up just as a top lid and almost use it as a top loader. So you don't have to open that all up to get to the items that are in the top of your pack. But as I remove some of the items here, you can see how much space you really have to get in there. If you open these compression straps, you can open this pack almost like a piece of luggage. So you can really fold that down and you can see all the access you've got here. Because it has a zipper on either side, you could even open the pack just on the side and grab some things on the side or the bottom of the pack. So really, really convenient zipper there. If I remove some of the things in there, I've even got a sleeping bag tucked away in there and some other items so you can see that big pocket. On the front, you've got an organizational pocket. And this is where I see the pack shining for kind of the day-to-day use. I've got a little notebook, my phone in there, and some pens. And actually, I have a tablet, and it fits really nicely into that sleeve as well. So you have access to put the tablet different places. And then just got an extra layer tucked down in there. So it's a pretty deep pocket. You do have stretchy water bottle access there on either side, and then these side pockets are really nice. I call these Bellows Pockets because when you're not using them, they actually tuck away really nicely, but you do have access into the back, so you could store something longer. Like if you have tent poles, you could store them back there. If you've got trekking poles, you have that pass through to the stretchy pocket down there. And then again, all kinds of compression straps on this, so you can make it a much smaller pack if you need to. On the outside here, you have a tuck-away carry handle that you can use to pick up the pack. It's a nice durable handle, and when the pack's on the ground or laying on the floor, it's really easy to pick it up by that. You have daisy chain attachments there as well, and those tuck away really nicely. So if you're just using this day to day, those don't get in the way. Moving down, you do have some tool loops here. You can use them as ice axe loops or trekking pole loops. And because you have these compression straps up here, they work really nicely in attaching gear to the front of the pack. If I turn it around, check out the back panel and the shoulder straps. I really like the design here with all the mesh. This is called hex mesh, and it's really wide open mesh that allows a lot of breathability. Turn the pack to the side, you can see how much padding there is on those key areas of your back. So as you're wearing it, that padding is really going to keep the back panel up away from your back a little bit, and with these channels, it's going to breathe well. Down here on the bottom, you can see a really nice lumbar pad that's going to really transfer the load of the pack to your hips. And then you have that same mesh in through the hip belt. A pretty substantial hip belt for this size pack, and you can really cinch that down to carry the load on your hips. Now again, you can remove that if you're just using this as an everyday pack and you don't need this big of a hip belt, but this works really well. Nice contours in the shoulder straps and really good padding there, so I can see that lasting a long time. Now as far as stability, you have an HD PE frame sheet there. Keeps the weight down, but it has nice rigidity in the back panel. And then because this is a slightly larger pack, there's a single aluminum stay there behind the scenes just to give it more rigidity to transfer that load down to your hips. This pack does just come in one size, but you can adjust these shoulder straps with the load lifter straps up here. So you can adjust it down, you can adjust it up, depending on your torso length. This is considered a men's pack. It's got a women's version that's a little bit shorter in the torso, but I can see this pack working well for a lot of different people. Overall, with all the features you get here, this is a great pack for traveling. Again, store it in an overhead bin. A pack that you can use for lightweight backpacking if you're just going out for the weekend or doing an overnight. Just a multi-use pack that's really durable and it's gonna last a long time. It's the Kelty Redwing 44.